First of all, I need to show you something. Before I start, I need to say one last thing. And the thing is, I need to see smiles. I don't want to see no frowns, no كده. I want to see smile. كده كويس. I need to see smiles. إيش بدعة؟ زين بدعة to smile? Alright, then show me a smile. إيش هذا؟ Show me my sisters. You can show smiles. يلا show smiles. You don't smile. A smile is a charity, so I need to see some smiles. We're going to have fun today, inshallah ta'ala. You know, we're going to learn with some fun, bi'idhnillah. The brother said, yes, I do a lot of traveling. In fact, I was supposed to be in the UK, but when the brother called me to and talked about this program, I reshuffled my schedule. Why? Because I wanted to come and attend this. This is very important. In fact, I do hold a lot of activities and programs and retreats for the youth. Alhamdulillah, all over the world, and I love doing this, and the message today that I'm going to be sharing with you all today is geared towards the youth, and even those who have some gray hair are also youth for me, right? All of you, those who have hair and those who have no hair are also youth for me, inshallah, all right? So, and this message will be in a form of questions. In fact, I'm going to ask about 4 questions altogether, right? 4 main questions. Through these questions, we're going to form some sort of a vision or a mission, inshallah ta'ala, to what we're going to be talking about. And this message, like I said, is geared towards the youth. But before I share this message with you, I'm going to share with you some stories. Do you guys like stories? Yeah. Some stories, in fact, the stories are from the Quran about the youth, just like yourselves. Youth who have changed history. Youth who lived with a vision, with a mission, right? So I'm going to share with you, inshallah ta'ala, maybe a couple stories about some amazing youth. The very first youngster I'd like to share with you, and first of all, I don't want the sisters to feel some sort of oblivious as to what I'm going to be talking about, because this message, when I say the youth, that means sisters and brothers. It's all the same. Whenever I'm going to be talking, when I talk, it's all this message is geared towards both the brothers and the sisters. It's not only about the youth. It's not only about the brothers or the men. It's for everyone. The first message or the first example that I'm going to share with you, or the first illustration I'm going to share with you, is the example of a boy. He was actually a boy. A boy, I'm not going to mention his name. You tell me his name, all right? It's a boy who lived and was born in a country called Iraq. Anybody from Iraq here? No? I'll give you some more about this boy, and then you tell me the answer. The one who tells me the answer will get, of course, a chocolate or a candy. But don't throw the answer at me. You've got to raise your hands. Right. He was born in a country called Iraq, from a father who used to make idols. Yes, sir. Ibrahim alayhi salam. All right. Ibrahim alayhi salam. His father used to make idols, and Ibrahim was a youngster. Some of us, when we talk about the story of Ibrahim, we picture him as an old man, with a long beard and a hamama or something. No, in fact, Ibrahim, when he saw that his people used to worship idols, right? He got sick. He did not like the fact that his people used to worship idols. So what did he do? Alayhi salam. He went on this day, and they used to have some sort of celebration, like a festival, the festival of the gods or the idols. Ibrahim did not participate in that festival. Instead, where did he go? He went into where all the idols were placed, and then he started breaking them one after the other. But he left one idol which he did not break, the biggest one. He left it alone. He didn't break it. And he left the axe next to it. And then he went home. By the way, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to ask you this, and I don't think you will know the answer, but you can prove me wrong. Ibrahim, when he went and he broke the idols, How old was he? Yes.
Like 18?
I don't even like 18. No, it's not 18. No, it's not 18. Is it like you just threw it at me, right? It's okay, but you know what? I'll give you a chocolate just because you said that. Yeah. What, you were going to cry? Okay. Is that your son? Yeah.
12?
Come on, man. Give me a good if you don't know the answer, don't throw it at me. Just yet. Do you know the answer? Yes, sister. No.
Was he 8?
خلاص, nobody knows the answer. لا لا 8 ولا 10 ولا 9. لا لا شيء. You made that announcement. You said you elders cannot ask questions.
If someone knows the answer, I
اه
don't
ما أنت مش elder, أنت young. Okay, tell me the answer.
16 years.
16 years.
I said the answer.
I didn't hear that, right? 16 years. You get jihad?
I get 2.
لا 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 just ولا you know what? لا just 16 years old. He went and he destroyed the idols. So when they came back, the people of the town. By the way, he was born in Iraq. Which city? Huh? Yalla, this one will give you a chocolate and a candy. If you know the answer to this one, a chocolate and a candy. What city in Iraq? Yes? Baghdad. No, Baghdad. It wasn't there Baghdad at the time. MashaAllah. It was great actually, but Baghdad wasn't there at the time. Tell me, aywa? Al-Basra? Basra wasn't there at the time either. Yeah. Yes? Bethlehem? Bethlehem is not in Iraq. Bethlehem is, where's Bethlehem? Palestine. In Palestine. It's in Palestine. Where are you from? Huh? India. No, it's not in India. It's in Palestine. What city? The last one. Last answer. Huh? Iraq City. You're funny, right? You're funny. What's your name? Adnan. No. He was born in a city called Babylon. Babylon. Or Babylon. Anyways. So what happened where was I? Yeah, where was I? I told him I'm going to pick on it any moment. Yeah, where was I? First of all, he brought the idols. And then he have the axe where? The big statue that he didn't break the big statue. Okay. And then they came and they inquired as to who broke the idols. People, they came. They said, we heard of a boy mentioning them. Allah Azza wa Jalla mentions this beautifully in the Quran in Surah Al-Anbiya. قالوا سمعنا فتى يذكرهم يقال له إبراهيم. They said, we heard of a boy mention the idols. He didn't like them. His name is Ibrahim. قالوا سمعنا فتى. Who speaks Arabic here? Who speaks Arabic? What do we call a boy in Arabic? We call them many names actually, right? But the Quran describes him with one word. That you know he's young. What's that word? Fata. Fata in Arabic means what? Eh? ولد لا ولد solid صبي فتى صبي يعني من الفتوة. Exactly, it's like a young boy. A young boy by the name of Ibrahim. This is why we said he was 16 years old. So they came to Ibrahim. Listen to this beautiful story here. They came to Ibrahim and they said, Ya Ibrahim, أأنت فعلت هذا بآلهتنا يا إبراهيم. They said, are you the one who did this to our gods, Ya Ibrahim? Are you the one who, destroyed our idols? He said, لا, بل فعله كبيرهم هذا فاسألوهم إن كانوا ينطقون. He said, no, it wasn't me. It was this big guy. The big idol, because he left the axe next to the idols. He said, فَعَلَوْ كَبِيرُهُمْ هَذَا. Look at the big guy, he's got the axe next to him. Why don't you ask him? They came back and they say, well, you know that they can nor hear, they cannot hear nor talk. They cannot hear nor talk. What did he say? أُفِّلْ لَكُمْ وَلِمَ تَعْبُدُونَ. Woe to you and what you worship. How can you worship something that cannot see, nor hear, nor talk? He was so smart. as how he made them feel so embarrassed. He said, look, ask him, he's the one who broke the idol. He's got the axe next to him. And then they said, well, you know that they cannot talk nor hear. He says, how can you worship something that cannot talk and cannot hear? How can you worship it? Then what did they say? What did they say after that? Something amazing. They tried to do something to Ibrahim, of course. Yeah, what?
They tried burning.
They tried to burn him. How? What did they say in the Quran? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in the Quran. What did they say? Those who speak Arabic, you should know this. They said?
Well, they're putting you in this fire for like 30 days.
No, man. No, man, don't give me that. Don't give me this Palestinian, Egyptian hadith, which is weak. I'm just joking. Where are you from? Syria?
No, Iran.
That's Egypt, man. It's all the same. Egypt, Palestine, it's all Palestine. I'm just joking, my friend. I'm only joking with you, man. It's all right. But no, that's not true. What happened is, let me tell you what happened. Allah Azza wa Jalla says that beautifully in the Quran. He says, حَرِّقُوا وَانْصُرُوا آلِهَتَكُمْ. He says, burn him. Burn Ibrahim. In fact, it's been said that they were preparing this fire for over 4 months. Some said 6 months. Been trying to build this blazing fire. And then when they went to burn Ibrahim, they could not take him into the fire. So you know what they did to him? They built what? A catapult. Who said that? Good. They did it. What's your name? Isra. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Isra. You're right. They built something called a catapult. What's the name of a catapult in Arabic? Who said that? Who said that? Manjaniq. Something called manjaniq. So they brought, you know what a catapult is? What? You know what a catapult is? You know this thing that, like it throws like fire or rocks at the time? It's like it's a catapult. Right? So why? Because they could not take Ibrahim and throw him into the fire. It was so blazing fire. So they first stripped him from his clothes. I want you to imagine this. He was only 16. Who's 16 here? 16 here. You're 16? MashaAllah, you look big, man. You're 16 too? MashaAllah, you're 16. Who's 16 from the sisters? Oh, you all look 18, MashaAllah. Yeah, all right. Ibrahim was 16 and he had a vision. That's what I'm trying to say here. He had a vision. So what did he do? Buddy, just give me one. I'm almost done. Another 2 hours and I'll be done. They stripped him from his clothes. And then they tied him around with a rope around the catapult. They tied him with a rope around the catapult. And then they were about to throw him. Who came to Ibrahim alayhi salam? Who came to Ibrahim alayhi salam before he was thrown into the fire? Yes. All right. I want you to imagine this with me. No, just imagine. You're right. You were going to say Jibreel. Yes, you're right. Jibreel. I want you to imagine Ibrahim. All right, can you imagine with me? Pretend. Just like no, it's not Barney, I tell you. Well, you guys are older than Barney. Just pretend. All right, so here's Ibrahim in this catapult, and he was about to be thrown into the fire. Imagine. Maybe like, may Allah forbid, I'm going to try to relate to this. Maybe you have a big problem, a huge problem. You did something wrong, and you're in a very big trouble. You're going to be thrown somewhere, you're really in big trouble. And then someone comes to you and say, hey, do you need some help? What are you going to say? Sure. We're human beings. Wala la, Abu Hamid. Right? You're in a big trouble, man. Your dad's going to kill you. Because he saw what you did on your phone. Did I pick on something here? He's my boy, I'm talking to him, speaking the same language. So what happened was, you're in a big trouble, you're going to die, he's going to kill you. And then somebody comes and say, hey buddy, you need some help, I can help you. What are you going to say? This person who came to Ibrahim was not a human being. Imagine. The master of all angels came to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Do you know how big is Jibreel? Because Jibreel came to Ibrahim. Do you know how big Jibreel is? How many wings does he have? Two? No. 60,000, yeah, Habibi, that's too much. Yeah, Habibi, what should you about I should 60,000. Eh? 66? There's 66, I don't know, I'm going to toss him some code. Is it like your password or something? 66? Huh, sisters? 600 wings. 600 wings. He only used one wing. I don't know if you heard of the tribe of Lut. Tom Sadum, it's called. The people of Lut. He only used a tip of one wing and carried the entire town, the entire village, up into the sky, to the heavens, flipped them, and dropped them, killed them all. With the tip of one wing. Jibril has 600 wings. He came to him and told him, "Oh Ibrahim, alaka indana min haja?" Allah. Alaka indana min. Do you need our help, ya Ibrahim? I'm having goosebumps. Because this is so. We can all relate to this, Abu Ahmed. We can relate to this. We can relate to things like, do you need help? When you are in a dire need of, like, your maybe financial situation, or you're having court day tomorrow, or surgery, or anything, and somebody comes and say, do you need some help? I can help you. Jibril himself came and says, "Alaka indana min haja?" Do you need any help? Ibrahim, what did he say? He says, from you, no. From Allah, yes. Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil. Remember this. He says, Allah is sufficient for me. I do not need no help from you. I need help from Allah alone. Remember this. If Allah is with you, you have everything. But if Allah is not with you, you don't have nothing. Maybe all your friends can be with you. But if Allah is not with you, wallah, you don't have nothing. And maybe all your friends at school, they can be against you. And maybe trying to plot things against you to cause you problems, right? All these, non-Muslim friends or what, not even could be Muslim friends. They could be against you, but if Allah is with you, you have nothing to worry about. Ibrahim told him, from you, I don't need no help. I only need help from Allah. Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil. Always remember this. You can say that all times. Whenever you go through some difficulty, say, Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil. Can you say that? Say. Say. Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil. What happens? He was thrown into the fire. Now the $1 million question. Buddy, no, not you. I like the hoodie guy. The hoodie guy, SST. I like you, my friend. Because you remind me of my son. He's always like with these things. And I said, what is this thing, man? He said, he wants to look cool. I said, okay, cool, no problem. Did the fire burn him? Why? Here's the question. Why the fire did not burn Ibrahim? Isma. La, Habibi. Him. Because Allah made the fire cold? Yeah, in a sense, yes, Allah made the fire cold, but I want you to give me something more powerful. Who's the creator of all? Allah. I didn't hear you. Allah. Who created everything? Allah. Did Allah create the fire? Yes. And when Allah wants something, what does He have to say? Kun. Kun and fayakun. All Allah have to say is be and tell me, come on. Tell me. All Allah has to say is be and it is. Come on. It is. Be and it is. All Allah has to say is be and it is. Kun fayakun. So Ibrahim was thrown into the fire. But Allah, Habibi, what's your name? Hussein. 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 Iraqi. Sorry, the same. Hussein. Allah told the fire, Ya naru kuni bardan wa salaman ala Ibrahim. Here's another $1 million question. Allah told the fire, oh fire, be cool and peaceful on Ibrahim. Now you, what's your name? Malik. Allah told the fire to be cool and peaceful. Why cool and peaceful? Allah could have said, oh fire, be cool on Ibrahim. Why He said be cool and peaceful on Ibrahim? Malik. You, what's your name? Muhammad. Why Muhammad? Why cool and peaceful? Yeah. Yes, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Ta'ala, give me. I love hugs, by the way. You know what? Why don't you all stand up? Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up and hug the person next to you. Come on! I'd like you to stand up and hug the person. Yes, thank you. Sisters, stand up. Come on, guys. Come on, girls. Hey, she wants to hug you. Give her a hug. Give her a hug. Well, I'm going to come and give you. Hey, yo. Did you guys hug each other? Who did not get no hugs? Who didn't get the hugs? You don't like hugs? Sorry, that's your problem. I'm going to hug you. Regardless. No? Come on. Alright. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the fire to be cool and peaceful in Ibrahim, because if Allah was to tell the fire to be cool, Ibrahim would have frozen to death. But he says, be also peaceful on Ibrahim. So he was inside the fire. Now here's the question that not even the Quran mentions. What was Ibrahim doing inside the fire? Yeah, you guessed right. Ibrahim was inside the fire praying. In a time of solitude, he was alone and he was praying. Now you, when you're alone, what do you do? Oh Allah, oh Allah. Oh Allah, oh Allah, make her answer my phone. Huh? Ibrahim was alone and he was praying. Did the fire burn him? No, it did not burn, because the fire is only a creation from Allah. When Allah wills something, that's what's going to happen. That's the one of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And I have another quick one, another youth before I move on to my message. Quickly, don't مش ما تخاف يعني شوي شوي كده. We're going slowly but surely. The second question is, the second illustration is from another youngster, another youth, another beautiful, beautiful young man by the name of Yusuf, of course. Yusuf alayhi salam. Yusuf, have you heard of him? Yusuf, Joseph, Joe, Yusuf? Right, Yusuf? Have you heard of the story of Yusuf? Right, so here's Yusuf. I wanted to imagine this because Yusuf was so beautiful. He was so handsome. And then, I'm not going to mention the whole story, but what happened to him? He was thrown into this well, and then from a well, he was, picked up from the well, and then he was given as a slave into the minister of Egypt, Egypt. So he went to Egypt, and then he lived in the palace of the minister of Egypt. And there, because he was so beautiful and so handsome, who fell for him?
The minister's wife.
The minister's wife. The minister's wife. And Yusuf was young too. He was young. So what did she do? She tried to seduce Yusuf. This can apply to some of you at school, maybe. Huh? What? Who? Why? Is that you? Huh? You're good. I know you're good. I'm good too. So what happened was she tried to seduce Yusuf. She tried to seduce Yusuf, alayhi salam. And then what did she do? She went and she locked the doors, but before she locked the doors, Abu Hamid, what did she do? She put all the makeup and the mascara, the thing on her face and her eyes and all the, those things. You guys know these things, right? The eye thingies, the lipsies and all these things, right? And then she took a selfie, she did like this, right? No, she didn't do that. So what happened was, she went and then she changed and then she locked all the doors and then she called Yusuf. When Yusuf came in, what did she tell him? Yusuf? Come here. Come here. In the US, there's a story that happens, wallahi, it's a true story. In the US, in the dorms. I lived in the dorms in San Francisco. There was this boy, this guy, not too long ago. He was in the dorms, a young boy. But a very, mashallah, very nice looking Muslim, very soft and shy guy. And he was always on his own, and he didn't do things a lot with people and whatnot. The girls, they saw him. And they saw that this guy is always like, he didn't talk to the girls and whatnot. You know what they did to him? They came, 4 of them, 4 girls. And they knocked at his door, he was inside. He opened the door and they all barged in his room, alone. What would you do? What? Run where? It's the door, they came and they locked the door near you and them. So what, if it was you, what would you do? You would run away. What would you do? Allahu A'lam. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. What would you do, man? What do you mean nothing? Nothing like when they're all over you and you say, okay, nothing. Is that what you're going to do? Nothing? They're doing things. What are you going to do? La hawla wa la- Boxing? You must be Egyptian. Boxing, you say boxing. Wallahi, ya Sheikh, he went and he jumped off the window. You're right. He did, yes. He jumped from the window. He didn't die. They got caught. He was in the news, on the newspaper. They got caught. They took those girls into jail, of course. And it was a big thing that happened. SubhanAllah, it reminds me of Yusuf alayhi salam. When she locked the doors and then she came and she told him, come. And then what did he do? What did he do? Like say, you're Yusuf and I'm the girl, right? You know, so what happened? Run. And then she's coming out trying, is that how you run? You're not running, man. You're so beautiful. Like, I mean, you're Yusuf and I'm trying to run. Come here. Come. I can easily catch you like that. Sorry. She's trying to run after him. And then what was he saying? He was saying, La, ma'adallah. Just like this girl who's always trying to text you and send you all these big lips. And hearts and all these things, you know. And then what do you do? Ma'adallah. Allahu Akbar. What do you do? Ma'adallah. Innahu Rabbi ahsan mathway. Innahu la yafli'u dhalimun. No, you don't fall for the trap because Yusuf alayhi salam, he did not fall for the trap. Yusuf had a vision. He could have done it, but he fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What I'm trying to say here is that anywhere you are, Allah is above you, watching you. So here's my questions that I'm going to share with you today, inshallah ta'ala. The first question is quickly, inshallah ta'ala. You don't have to give me the answer, but I want you to think about it. Number one, what is the purpose of your being? Why are you created? Why Allah created you? Sisters and brothers, why Allah created you? لماذا خلقت؟ نعبد الله عز وجل بس لماذا؟ Yes, baby? Yes? For him to? To test you. So Allah created us just to test us. Yes? To serve him. Nice. Yes? To serve him is nice. In fact, whoever gives me the good answer, I'll give him a chocolate. Who answered already? You answered. Huh? Who answered? Had Habib. Yeah, only those who gave the answer. Yeah, Mu'allam. Only those who gave the answer. She gave the answer. To serve him. Why Allah created us? Come on. Why Allah created us? Somebody said to worship him right here. Who said to worship him? Hold this. Wallahi halal. Wallahi halal. Yani the chocolate is halal. Why Allah created us? Why? Why He created you, sisters? Just so your parents can abuse you? He created you so that you can wash the dishes? And take the garbage out? And you to shovel the snow? Why Allah created you? To just go to school and wake up and come back and eat and go to sleep and, you know, why Allah created you? Huh? نعمر الأرض ما شاء الله تبارك. That's a beautiful one. نعمر الأرض. To ما شاء الله تبارك الله. إيش نعمر الأرض? To build the earth. Why? Is the most just. Allah is the most just. No. He doesn't need us, does He? We need Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes. To be good Muslims? نعم. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran, قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي وممات قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين وبذلك أمرت. Say that my salah, my life, my death, my existence all belong to Allah. Allah created me for a reason. I need to understand. You know, there's this beautiful saying that says, كن واحدا لواحد على طريق واحد. Be one for one on one. Listen, this is beautiful. Be one for one on one. Be one. Be yourself. Be genuine. Don't be, somebody else. Be yourself. Be one. Be honest, be loyal, be truthful, be one. Be one. For Allah. Abd Allah. You're the slave of Allah. You're not the slave of your phone or your, I don't know, PlayStation or your Nintendo. You are the slave of Allah. Be one for one, on one. What does on one mean? On one path. I wish I could give you a hug, but I cannot. Give it a hug, give it a hug. Inti. Yeah, she's good, mashallah. Yeah, mashallah. I have 2 girls, and I have a boy. يعني أنا, where was I?
One path, on one.
On one path, the path of Rasulullah. On the path of Rasulullah, be one for one, on one. You know, be yourself. That's question number 1, right? Question number 2. Habibi. Number 2. Who do you befriend? Who are your friends? You know, there's a saying in Arabic that says, قُلْ لِمَنْ تُصَاحِبَ قُلْ لَكَ مَنْ أَنْتَ. Tell me who you befriend, I'll tell you who you are. Who are your friends at school or outside? Who do you befriend? Are your friends are only those who, whenever they need you, they come to you? MashaAllah. Are those really your friends? Really? Have you guys heard of this boy in Mississauga, ya Sheikh? Have you heard of it? The guy who died? هذا السوري ولا فلسطيني؟ سوري. فلسطيني. Have you heard of him? The Palestinian, exactly, he was stabbed because nobody, you know the whole story. The whole story is he was with his friends. He came in fact, he was just going to shop something from the convenience store. And then he met his friends from school. He had a problem, he cannot run fast. So these kids from school, I think my son came and told me this one time, sometimes they have these gangs, one gang, from this school and from this other school and whatnot, and they fight with each other. Is this something that you guys deal with at school?
No.
You know what? It is haram to lie, especially in the masjid. انت يعني عرفته ها. It happens to you too, huh? Be careful, be careful, be careful. It was not actually he, they came to him and they said, these guys and we're going to fight with them, come with us, and then they came. The other guys, they were fast. They ran away, and when Miskin, he was by himself, they started beating him up and they killed him. Who do you go out with? Who are your friends? Are your friends those who maybe, they called you because, there's halaqah on Thursday at the Dar Foundation. Why don't you come with me? There's this guy, he's amazing, he's really cool.
But if you have friends and no one knows who you are, then you can't get bullied.
If you don't have friends, you can get bullied. So
no one knows who you are.
Oh, no one knows who you are.
Yeah,
You're bad. But what about the vision of Ibrahim? What about the vision of Yusuf? You can make a difference, but a good difference. Not just hang out with them because, you want to look cool, but you're looking like a fool. So here's the thing. There's hadith of the Prophet Muhammad that says, if you can give me just a few more minutes and I'll be done, inshallah, because this is question number 2. The Prophet Muhammad says, "Al-mar'u ala dini khalilihi falyanzur ahadukum man yukhalil." A man will follow the footsteps of his friends, then each one of you meticulously choose their friends. Because we say in Arabic that a friend is a mirror unto you. You can see, when you look at me as your friend, you can see through me. Which means you can see your faults through me. I'm your friend, I'm your buddy, I like you and I love you. And if I see you doing something wrong, nicely kind of will tell you, hey, come on, don't do this is wrong. It's haram. Let's not do this, let's come and do that. This is a good friend. A good friend who cares about you. When he doesn't see you, he feels you're sick, he calls you, he comes, he wants to, be a good friend with you, not somebody who, whenever you have some money or some food or something, he comes and grabs you, because he wants to take advantage of you, abuse you. I think what you should all do, inshallah ta'ala, but it's up to you guys. But if I were you, this is what I would do. I think my friends, I would have to go through a process, like a filtering process. Good friend and a bad friend. A filtering process, because your friend can help you also, not only in this dunya, your good friends can help you in the akhirah. How can your friend help you in akhirah? Let me tell you how your friend can help you in the akhirah. People will be in Jannah together. Hadith sahih, by the way. People will be in Jannah together, and then one of them will say, where is my friend so-and-so? he will be told by angel, he didn't make it, which means he's in hellfire. The man would say, يا ربي لا تكتمل لذتي حتى تأتي لي بصاحب فلان. يا ربي لا تكتمل لذتي حتى تأتي لي بصديق فلان. Oh Allah, my fulfillment, my pleasure will not be totally fulfilled until you bring my friend so and so with me. And he was a believer, but he did a lot of sins, and then he happened to be thrown in hellfire. So he will tell him, Ya Rabbi, I won't be really happy until you bring my friend so and so. So Allah will tell him, go and get him out from hellfire. And Allah will prohibit fire to burn you, and you will go and you will find him and get him out of hellfire. You're a good friend. Pick them. Befriend them. Don't befriend the bad ones. You don't need them. That's question number 2. Question number 3 and 4. Only 2 more questions. Question number 3, guys, girls, are you proud of your religion? Are you proud of who you are?
Yes.
No, come on, tell me, truly. Are you proud, sisters, of your hijab? Oh, you chicken? Come on, tell me. Are you proud of your hijab?
Yes.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Brothers, are you proud of your hijab?
Yes.
What hijab, man? What hijab? شوف كيف أنا نايمين. Are you really proud of who you are? Come on. Are you proud of your names? Yes? So did you change your name from Muhammad to Mo? Who changed that? Did you change your name from Muhammad to Mike? Did you change your name from Khalid to Kevin? Why Kevin, man? What's wrong with Khalid? Did you change your name from Abu Bakr to Bob? What's wrong with Abu Bakr? Why are you changing your name? Aren't you proud of who you are?
We didn't change our name.
Well, I'm telling you, because some people do actually change their names because they want to look cool. And they put, have you seen them, those guys that put their pants all the way down? The short, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. And now everybody's doing this, and all of a sudden, the pants down, and let me show you. They look like that, huh? And the pants down. And this is like this. One is up and one is down.
My school
One is up. يعني cool هذا. Again, fool مو cool. Really?
In my school they're called Northeast.
Northeast. يعني from the. Are you a Northeast?
أنا بطيخي.
لا, we don't say that.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to tell you, Habibi, or my Habaib, you should be proud of who you are. You should be proud of your identity. Because some people, they act, things that they not are, that they're not. Things that they want to look cool, they want to look, but it's not actually cool. Because when I mentioned the fact that some people do change their names, because some people do change their names. Because they're not proud of that identity. You should be proud of who you are. Be proud of you because you're a Muslim. Allahumma lak alhamd. Sisters, be proud of who you are, really. Be proud of your hijab. Be proud of your identity. When Salah comes at school, when Salat al-Dhuhr comes, why would you feel shy to pray? Why would you feel shy to pray? Salah comes, I'm proud, I'm a Muslim. I'm proud, I'm a Muslim. I used to drive a cab in San Francisco. No, give it to me like, I'm a Muslim and I'm proud. I'm a Muslim and I'm proud. I am proud of my hijab. Alhamdulillah, be proud of who you are. I'm proud of my name. Are you proud of your names? Exactly, be proud of who you are, be proud of your identity, be proud of the fact that you're a Muslim, alhamdulillah. That's the third question, the last question and the last one. Are you obedient to your parents?
Definitely. No.
This one actually requires a full long lecture. Are you proud? Are you obedient to your parents? Do you honor your parents?
All the time.
No.
You see, here's the thing. I'm not expecting you to give me answers. I'm expecting you to think about these questions, that's all. The first question is, why are you here? Why Allah created you? Second question is, who do you befriend? Who are your friends? Third question is, are you proud of who you are, of your identity? Fourth question is, are you obedient to your parents? That's all. Think about them. Your parents, especially your mom. Especially your mom. Ummuk. And I always say that. And I always say the fact that your mother has given up all her dreams because of your dreams. Truly. Your mom. She had her own dreams too. But because of you, she gave up her dreams. Because of you. And I always say, if a mother is gone, for me the whole world becomes black and white. Like the whole world will change color. Everything can be replaced. And I always say that. Your friends, they can be replaced. And your phone can be replaced. And your cars can be replaced. Even your house can be replaced. But your mom can never be replaced. And so is your father. They cannot be replaced. They are who they are. Have your parents gone for Umrah al-Hajj before, you guys?
Yes.
No? They've gone for Umrah al-Hajj. And maybe you some people come and tell them, oh, you're going for Hajj, could you please make dua for me? And they give them their names, please remember me. You don't have to tell your mom, especially, or either your father, oh, dad, mom, please, when you go by the Kaaba, make dua for me. You don't have to remind them. In fact, your mother, she's going there just to make dua for you. In fact, your mother, she makes more dua for you than she makes for her own self. Remember? You don't remember when you were a baby, who maybe at times she spent the whole night waking up when you were sick. You don't remember these things. You don't remember when she took a bite off of her mouth to give it to you. When she took the blanket off of herself to give it to you because she wants it to stay warm and she stayed cold that night. You don't remember these things. We don't remember these things. And let me tell you this, and I'm in the masjid and I swear by Allah. I swear by Allah, we will not know the value of our parents until the day they're gone. Once they're gone, and you know what I mean by gone, gone. Then and only then we will truly know their value. So if your parents are alive today, grab that opportunity. It's a golden opportunity. Befriend them. Be good to them. Honor them. Support them. Serve them. Serve them. You may say, you don't know what my father, we never agree. You may say, me and my father, we don't get along. He does not speak my language, he doesn't understand me. Ya akhi, I tell you, your father knows what he knows. He is what he is, and so is your mom. If she knew better, she would have treated you better. If your father knows better, he would have treated you. That's all he knows. So do not blame your dad or blame your mom. One day, inshallah ta'ala, you will have a dad. Oh, you will be dad. Sorry. One day you'll be a dad. And one day, sisters, you'll be a mom. And then you will understand. And you may say now, oh, it's not going to happen. Or you may say, it's too early for that. It happens like this. One day, inshallah, you're going to get married, and you will be a father, and you'll be a mother, and you will understand. Please, grab this opportunity. When was the last time you gave your mother or father a hug?
It's a good hit.
In the morning,
In the morning? Who did you hug first? Or not first, like who did you hug?
my mom.
Mama, how about your dad? Oh, boy, yeah.
Couple days ago.
Couple days ago. Why? Maybe he didn't come and hug you, huh? Oh, you should go and hug him. How about you?
His mother.
Is your father here?
He was.
Is your father here, you guys? Parents are here? Your mom?
Mom.
Only your mom. You guys? Parents? Inshallah, as soon as this meeting is over, this lecture is over, I want you to go and give them hugs. If they're at home, give them hugs. Huh? Try, inshallah ta'ala. And one last thing, please, before you give them that hug, give them the hug and ask them, tell them, please make dua for me. Tell that to your parents. Why I'm saying this? Because the dua of your parents is granted. Allah will answer their dua. Grab this opportunity. One day they will not be there for you. Go, give them a hug, and ask them to make dua for you. Ask them to pray for you, inshallah. Alright, you guys? So can you remind me of the 4 questions? First question?
Why are you?
Why Allah created you? Second question is what?
Are you from?
Who are you befriending?
Who are you befriending? Who are your friends? Question number 3? Are you part of yourself? And question number 4?
Are you obedient to
Do you
your parents?
obey?
Are you obedient to your parents? Are you obedient to your parents? Yeah, you tried? Alhamdulillah. All right. Jazakumullah khair. I'm gonna let you now.
Like 10.
Delete him. Block him. Block him. How did he get your phone anyways? How did he get your phone? Like your phone number. How did he get your phone number but to text you? And how can he get your phone number? You must have given him your phone number. So that means if he has feelings, maybe you have feelings for him. Oh, now we're going to go deep into this thing, man. Be careful, ukhti. Be careful. Wallahi, I'm serious. Be careful. Don't fall for this. If anyone know about feelings and whatnot, be careful. Be careful. Don't fall into the traps of shaitan. You know, you're still young, alhamdulillah. Focus on things that would be of benefit to you, inshallah ta'ala.
The last piece of advice.
The last piece of advice.
Just give them the last piece of advice.
Allah khalas. Their parents are waiting and are you? Huh?
Yeah, also pizza.
And the pizza is also waiting. طيب, mashallah, tabarakallah. Finally, inshallah ta'ala, a quick reminder, inshallah ta'ala. Who prayed Fajr on time last night? Who prayed Fajr on time last night? Fajr. Remember as-salah, and who loves Prophet Muhammad? Prophet Muhammad, you love him? Have you guys seen, messages lately, people saying, it is the birth of the Prophet, they need to celebrate the